Suns made a big move yesterday. This actually happened here.
I love this.
They traded for Chris Paul. I like it. I'm not exactly sure what they gave up, but does adding Chris Paul make them a playoff team?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because he made OKC a playoff team, right? And they were what, like 15% chance to make the playoffs?
It was
no
less. It was like
chance
the
that
beginning
they
of the
should've-
season. It was like 1%. Like it was something ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay.
that
Yeah.
they made
Something like that. So, yeah, sure, they'll make playoffs, but he's gonna ruin Devin Booker. Chris Paul is one of the biggest losers in NBA history.
Oh, come on.
He is.
No, he
that is a
but
fact.
So I agree with half that. He is one of the biggest losers, but I don't think he's gonna ruin Devin Booker. I think
No
they're gonna
way.
go
I
very
think he
well
is.
together
Ain't no way.
because, like we were just saying with the Nets, you need a
You need
facilitator.
somebody to
Devin Booker
facilitate.
can be your ball handler. Then you need the facilitator in Chris Paul. And DeAndre Ayton, could develop to be a great big man. He's not there yet, but he's still a good big man. So it's like, I think it'll work well. It brings in that veteran leadership too, where Chris Paul can be one. He doesn't have anyone like James Harden questioning him. I mean, look, he just proved it with the Thunder that, I can lead a team. We weren't supposed to be here.
There was no reason for the Thunder to make
Exactly.
it that far in the playoffs.
Now you give him good young talent around him.
I
think they go. I see them in a lower seed, maybe second round, at most. I don't see them making a huge push.
They are gonna surprise a lot of people next year. A lot. of people.
But do you consider them a contender?
Absolutely.
Really?
They went 8. They went 8-0 in the bubble. Devin
Don't
Booker.
fantasize too much about that.
Devin Booker took a huge step forward. Huge. DeAndre Ayton,
Right.
even though he was a number 1 pick, and hasn't fully lived up to that potential, I think this is the year that he does it, especially because of Chris Paul. Because I think a guy who can look at how it was working with Ricky Rubio. Okay, he also went in that trade.
Okay.
But Ricky Rubio was basically a poor man's Chris Paul with worse defense, probably just as good, maybe a little better passing, assist, like getting everything going. But he could not score like that. So you had two options in a young core like Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, who basically had to turn on the Jets against people like, Chris Paul, Anthony Davis, LeBron.
I just think the West is going to be too tough because the Lakers.
Oh, West is going to be tough.
The Lakers are going to add somebody. Golden State's coming back.
Golden State's coming back, and they will have the second pick.
They have the second pick. Whether they trade it, whether they draft someone.
They got to draft. They have to pick there.
But this is the thing.
They're going to get
like,
Wiseman.
Dude, that's huge. Exactly. So they get the best big man coming out of college. I just don't think they're going to be. The Clippers are going to make a move. They're going to do something. They could add Westbrook. I've heard rumors of that.
If they add Westbrook, I think the Clippers are in the same boat the Nets are. They're going to blow it up.
But they're
going to ruin their chances, really.
But I mean, there's just so much talent in the West that I think they'll compete, but I don't see them as true contenders. You could say dark horse. I'm not against that, but I'm not a true contender kind of guy.
I'm on board.
See, this is what I was trying to say though. Like what you just said, Devin Booker took a huge step forward. That is it's his team.
I think
it's his team, and now he brought them there himself. They went 8-0 in the bubble because of Devin Booker. There isn't a debate on that.
He asked for this trade, Devin Booker. He pushed the Suns front office. He's like, I want Chris.
Yeah, okay, but this is gonna be his first test to have another superstar player next to him, and we haven't seen him react in that way, so it all depends on how he is.
We have
if
seen
he's
it
okay.
work, though.
Right, but not with him. We haven't seen it yet. So I'm just Chris Paul, as all these stars, he's got an ego. It's just it's Phoenix. They haven't been good since Steve Nash.
Yeah.
Just how can they deal with that together? I don't know. Even if you push for it, good.
I think with Chris Paul, just being the person that he is, I actually don't think comparatively to most of the stars in the NBA, I actually don't think he has that big of an ego.
I just think he hates laziness and guys that don't want to try. That's the vibe
I actually
get
think
from
he's
him.
a phenomenal leader. As a
I just
guard,
I think overall he's
player.
one of the biggest losers in NBA history because he's never done anything. But I don't think he's a bad leader.
No.
I don't. I think it's going to work very well. But I don't see them as contenders. I gotta see.
Yeah, hell no.
I think
No
adding
way.
that extra scoring option outside of DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker, that backcourt, is phenomenal with them two in there.
I'm excited to see.
If you
them.
can build up the right chemistry, that's going to be tough.
That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to every time.
That would be a backcourt that I would put, even if the Nets got Harden, if the Nets got James Harden and Kyrie Irving, versus Chris Paul and Devin
Well,
Booker.
Chris Paul
just,
and Booker will connect better because
I
Harden.
think they
like
will.
We talked about
That's what I'm
Harden.
saying. I think Chris Paul and Devin Booker is a more valuable backcourt than Kyrie Irving and James Harden.
No, I
You
can
heard it
agree
here
with that,
first.
but just overall as a contender,
Oof.
I don't see them
You
getting
heard it here
past.
first.
I do not like that take.
You don't like that? I mean, pure talent alone, clearly the Nets would be better between
Pure
the two.
talent, yeah.
Pure talent,
I'm not.
Pure talent, Nets.
That's what the league is, though.
What do you mean, pure talent?
No, you need chemistry. You need some chemistry. I think Chris Paul and Booker.
Look at what Kyrie did.
Overall
Look at what
is-
Kyrie did to the Celtics. Just chemistry alone. He fucked us. If we didn't get rid of Kyrie Irving, our team would be a lot worse right now. Danny Ainge just made the right move, just getting rid of him.
Oh no, fair enough. But we were a better team. We had chemistry with Isaiah Thomas. Who traded him for Kyrie Irving, became a better team.
Not by much.
We did. Though.
Isaiah took us far.
Neat.
And-
we were an overachieving team.
Yeah,
Overachieving.
because of the leadership.
And what did get us?
I mean,
But that's the
Nothing.
thing.
We
where
knew we
I think-
weren't gonna go
I think
anywhere
Chris Paul
with
doesn't
that.
have that big of an
Same.
ego, so he's going to be able to. I think him and Booker will work well together. I don't think it's quite there to be a true contender yet.
we will see.